In our last video we briefly discussed about patching, and we also saw that there are mainly two approaches in which we can patch our Kubernetes objects. One is JSON based approach and the other is strategic merge. In this video we'll discuss about JSON patching. So in JSON patching, if we want to update our Kubernetes objects, then we should know like which Kubernetes object we want to target for, right? For example, in our manifest files we have these deployment object and service object, and in so in these two we should first know like to which target object we want to do the patching. For example, if you want to do patching for this deployment object nginx step, so once we know that, then we should know like what operation we want to perform: add, replace or remove. And we should also know like which property we want to change. So in this object we have these like multiple properties that we can change. We can change the number of replicas, we can change the labels, we can change the image. There are so many things, right? So we should know which particular property we will be changing. Okay, and so once we know that, we should pass the value which we want to add, replace with. So for remove we do not need this one. So now we'll see it practically. So we have these two objects, manifest files. In our last videos we saw these transformers, common transformers, which we cannot use to update a particular change, or you can say update particular property in the file. So these are meant for common changes. Okay, so here comes the patches. In patches, this is how the JSON based patching looks like. So as I said, we need to define the target first. See here we mentioned kind deployment and its name nginx deployment. So this is our kind deployment and we want to target it for this object. Okay, this is done. Now in the patch section we need to define the operation, what we want to do. Like we want to replace, and then next is we should know which property to change. Here we mentioned we want to target it for replicas property. It is there in spec section. So here in spec we have replicas. Okay, and finally value. So value we want to replace it with number 2. So let's see, we'll build this application. Here we have 4. Now let us see, we'll build this and see whether it will. Okay, so here we have deployment object, and here in under spec replicas 2. Right, so this is how the patching works. So using patching we can update a specific properties of our manifest file, right? So in our next video we'll understand strategic merge patching using the same example of replicas change. So in our videos we are now understanding the topics slowly. We'll keep on exploring customize in our coming videos. So thank you for your time. See you in next video.